I think my mum thinks that I'm like gonna kill Charles because I've adamantly said on many occasions that he's dying in May now.
After 8 long years, welcome back to the Tier Above podcast. How we doing, boys?
Boys. Good, man. How are you?
It has been an entire year since we last did a podcast.
I'm just glad to be back because I've had the most insane fucking week at school and I need to talk about it.
Yeah, the Notice the School podcast is what's going to eventually get rebranded to, where we just sit here and talk about Notice the School Day.
It's no tier list this week, just talking about school.
Let's go! All right, so on Monday, in like the span of 30 minutes, I had like 2 like earth-shattering revelations. And I just had to like be like calm, cool, and collected and like not freak the fuck out. First and foremost, the moon. Brothers. This might just be a failure of the American education system.
What are you smoking?
But I went to 4 different middle schools, and like they teach different things at different schools. So like my history class, I distinctly remember I learned the same shit 3 years in a row, just because like at one school they teach it in 6th grade, at one school they teach it in 7th grade, and I just happened to get fucked that I learned that same shit 3 years in a row because I switched middle schools all the time. One thing I never fucking learned about. Like I learned like the planet's solar system, like, you know, inner planets, outer planets, all that shit. But the moon specifically, we're learning about like stuff about the moon. And we like the moon that we see, we've only ever seen one side of the moon because the moon like rotates at the same way that it like revolves. Like it how it rotates on its axis. Like 1 month is like both like one turn around and one around, so it's like always like this, so we only ever see the one side of the moon, and I think that's fucking insane. And like the kids are all just like taking their notes like, yeah, you know, whatever. And I was like, you guys don't understand how insane that is, that we've never seen the back of the moon from Earth.
The dark side of the moon, that's where all the aliens live, because we can't see them. They're smart.
Yeah, I like that all makes like sense to me now. And I'm just like, that's fucking insane. And like, I'm like sitting there with this information as we're at lunch as teachers, and I'm just like, I can't express how freaked out I am about this because then I'll just look fucking stupid because everyone else already knows this.
Did you get drug tested that day, or?
Bro, no, like fucking the amount of astronomical shit that has to go into like this happening is fucking crazy. Like fucking the Earth, you know, we rotate once every 24 hours, but it takes 365 days to go around, right? So like the sun has seen every side of Earth, and like the sun sees every side of every planet, but we don't see every side of our own moon. What the fuck?
Is it based on where you are, what part of the moon you see? I don't actually understand it. Like,
no,
I understand
like,
what you're saying.
Everyone on Earth has only ever seen the same part of the moon. We have never seen what the backside looks like. From Earth, because like, obviously we've sent people up there.
Someone's got to get on that.
What movie is it where there's like a Nazi base on the dark side of the moon? Like all the Nazis like escape to the moon.
I feel like that's
probably several.
Piece of media.
Yeah, like so.
But also, fucking so like what I think is even crazier is that like, you know how we have like leap years because like the fucking sun's isn't exactly 365 days, so like every 4 years we need to add an extra day to like compensate where we are.
That's the leap year is like that's when the sun like leaps a bit. Yeah.
So fucking you're telling me that like over like the thousands of years we've been observing the moon, it hasn't even been like, you know, now we've seen like 10 degrees extra. Like it's always been perfectly exactly synced. We've never seen any extra fucking bit of the moon. It's always the exact same.
God's plan, you know.
Like, most thinks this is as cool as I think this is. And that frustrates me. Like, this is really fucking cool. And everyone's like, I mean, yeah. I'm like, bro, fuck off, I guess.
I think it's different that you're learning it as an adult. And when you're a kid, you're just like, fuck, it's going to come up in the test. I'm going to remember this shit. And then you don't ever think about it. That's
exactly what it was. Because, like, I don't like, just being told it as a kid, they're just like, yeah, you know, I just need to, like, write this down. But, like, once you, like, sit and think about how fucking crazy it is, it's crazy. Yeah. And the fact that like no one is pogging out of their minds in 8th grade science, I'm like, y'all don't get it.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like one of those things where like your heart's pumping all this fucking blood around your body and everything's working like so perfectly. Isn't it crazy how everything just works the way it's supposed to work? And that like you breathe and you do it automatically, but then when you start to think about it, you're like like to me that's crazy. Like yeah.
Welcome back to the manual breathing podcast.
But like to me it's so
now you're manually blinking as well.
Like the fact that you have all these veins in your body and that it just works. Everything gets what it needs to do and it just works. You know what I mean?
Speak for yourself, and then I just
Well,
die of lack of
yeah.
circulation.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that it just happens. Like, your body just does it, and you don't even need to think about it because it's just happening in the background. Like, there's so much going on. And then if you got to get really weird about it, that's happening everywhere to everything that you look at. There's animals all around everywhere where the same shit that just works. It just works.
It just
And
works.
you know what's crazy? Those
Howard.
animals have never seen any different part of the moon.
Part of the moon. Whoa. Well, actually, they have. You know, animals are special. They can see through the moon.
Whoa! Animals can see the different parts of the moon.
Yeah. Because they don't have 36,
Someone get science on the
365
line.
days. Yeah, they have a different calendar than us. The bug calendar.
Somebody please inform
bug
science about
calendar.
this.
Yeah, the bug calendar. You don't know about this? I'm sure Bug's Life, they didn't have a calendar up that was just like, oh, they didn't have all the science. They just went, fuck it, today's today, tomorrow's tomorrow. You know
Yeah,
what
that
I'm saying?
famous bit in Bug's Life where the grasshopper's like, I will be back when the moon is in a different position to how humans can see it.
Yeah, exactly. They invade at night. They just know night and day. They just think that's the moon's the moon. Next you're gonna tell me the moon isn't made out of cheese. Like, bitch, please.
Well, I mean, that is confirmed. We've all seen Wallace and Gromit go to space, right? So that like,
True. It's not a very nice cheese though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been there forever.
but-
It's stale as hell.
Exactly. If it was good cheese, we wouldn't mind that shit.
Yeah, there would be no moon. It'd be in my fucking house. I'd be having some moon cheese right now as we speak.
But fucking, so as I'm sitting like at lunch trying to like comprehend my life, the universe, and everything, I get a fucking message from Curly talking about how the king has cancer of some sort. We assume is going to be like ass cancer or ball cancer because they just have, it's like undiagnosed cancer. He just has cancer. It's like the fact that they're like oh, you know, it's like pancreatic cancer or like brain cancer. Yeah. It's got to be one of the bad ones, which is why they didn't say it. Like one of the funny ones.
But also probably not butt cancer because he was already like
confirmed it wasn't
about the
butt
fact
cancer.
he was going for bowels. Yeah.
They actually confirmed it was nothing to do with his enlarged prostate.
So it was nothing to do with his enlarged prostate. So it's not.
That was just natural,
cancer.
you know. So what makes me think it could be like testicular
enlarged
cancer
fingers,
or
enlarged
something?
prostate. That's all they say. Yeah, because why wouldn't they just say if they found it?
Yeah, they'd be like, "Yo, big man's getting his balls chopped off." Like, yeah, they're not gonna be like, "Hey, yo, so the king's gonna get one of his balls chopped off. Here's the official announcement."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
They don't want the British public thinking about the king's balls. And that's
'cause
where we come in. Everyone picture the king's balls. Everyone take a second. Everyone, we're just going to have a moment of silence as we think about King Charles's balls. Ugh. Right, okay. We're back.
I don't think he also wants that comparison because of the famous song about another person who only had one ball.
So
I don't think it's
true.
about taking one ball away. I don't. I can't say I know anyone who has testicular cancer, but I don't think they take a ball off.
It's a treatment method to it, yeah. It's like breast. It's the same way breast cancer works. When they do the procedure that it has a funky name, but I can't remember the name of it. But they do that as a treatment for testicular cancer.
So they take a tit away.
Yeah, they do. There's a proper name for it. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at our fucking document. There's something that's been on our document.
Yeah, unrelated. We've had Uniball on the document. I was like, it all connects. I highlighted it and I made it 69-point font.
What was the context of Uniball? Oh, I remember the context.
I don't know what Uniball is, but fucking finishing my story. So fucking, you text me that the king has cancer. I'm like, that's kind of funny. And then Lioneagle sends the fact that Trisha Paytas is having another child in May. And as we remember, famously, Trisha Paytas' first child was born on the day that Queen Elizabeth died. And I'm just like losing my mind at the fact that the universe has the chance to do the funniest thing of all time.
The worst thing,
I hate like the second birth of Trisha Paytas' child.
I so hate to be that party pooper. Technically, it wasn't born on the same day. She tweeted out that she was like dilating on the day the Queen died. And then didn't give birth till like 2 days later.
Good enough for me.
Sad, but if she can give birth and then 2 days later he's off, I sound like the hatefulest bastard in the world. But we had a full conversation with my mates at the pub on Saturday before any of this was announced. This happened on the Sunday just past, and I had literally just like texted him, we were in a pub having a conversation. I was like, "Yo, it's so good that he's so old because like the Queen died, we got our days off. It was hype." And then I was like, when he's gonna kick the bucket one of these days, and like a day later, I wake up and I'm like,
the king has cancer.
Yo, we will this into being. But
yeah, so I learned that like 30 minutes after learning about the fucking moon. And so I'm like literally just sitting there, like hands in my face at the table at lunch. I was like, I cannot begin to describe to like normal, well-adjusted middle school teachers how funny it is that Trisha Paytas is going to have another kid at the same time the Royal Monarch dies again. I was like, at that moment, I was like, I can't like relate to my coworkers at all, right? They go home, they have kids, they like clean the house or do like what the fuck ever, soccer practice, and I'm over here fucking having a mental collapse at the thought of Trisha Paytas' kid aligning with the death of another monarch.
yeah, and then you're like, but there's
like,
only
yeah,
one
I
side of
think-
the
I
moon
think
I've
my
ever seen.
I think my parents think like I think my mum thinks that I'm like gonna kill Charles because I just have adamantly said on many occasions that he's dying in May now. It's like yeah, he's got cancer and he's dying in May. It's just a fact of life.
He's not dying. He's
And yeah,
reincarnating in
if
May.
it happens again, if it happens a third time, legally that child is next in line to the throne.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I already
Yeah.
said it. She can pop out like 40, just take them all out. That'd be fucking
Yeah.
great.
Start churning
That's
out
it.
kids, just wipe out the
Start
family.
churning them out. Get her into the lab.
Can you
Sounds
imagine?
horrible. Just get her into a
So
lab somewhere, find out how she's doing it, do some experiments.
But yeah, no, so we talked about this on Grub Buds. Do any predictors on when the king's gonna die? I said May 19th at 4:35 p.m.
Mm. I honestly
May
think
20th. I'm gonna share. My birthday is gonna be the same as the death day of the king.
that's
That
how-
would be so pog. And you'd
I-
be birthday buddies with Trisha Paytas' second child.
True. So
I'll-
true.
I'll be honest. I think he's gonna just last way longer than we think. I think he's there. He's gonna get like so.
He's
They're gonna just
edging.
like keep him alive forever. Like he's gonna have like super inflated fingies, super inflated toes, one testicle,
Super inflated
like,
balls.
super inflated balls, and they're just gonna have him like hooked up to like any kind of juice they can. And it's all coming out of my tax
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
money.
a king that's in like an iron lung.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a
What a
cyborg.
symbol! What a symbol of our amazing like country.
I was gonna like that. It's so nerdy that I'm gonna say this, but like, do you know anything about Warhammer 40k lore? No,
I
just
do
me?
actually. Yeah.
It's gonna just be like the Emperor from Warhammer 40k. He's gonna be just on this throne attached to like machines, and they have to sacrifice 10,000 souls a day to keep him alive.
Uh,
I found out that Space Marines are like all like 8 foot tall.
They're
Like,
tall and that
just
now.
people.
Yeah, they're taller
Yeah.
now because there's the. Actually, we shouldn't talk about this because there's like one of my favorite WoW creators recently also made a 40k lore channel, and I'm like, yo, this guy just
40K.
knows what I want. But I was also
40K,
thinking,
whoa.
you mentioned the Iron Lung earlier, right? And do you know how like boomers
Mhm.
always go on about like, oh, kids on their iPads and their technology? Have been brewing this in my head for so long, but I can never think of a good template for it. Just like, oh, boomers saying kids always rely on their technology. Get out of your iron lung and live a life for once. You know what I mean? Oh, because the only reason I thought about it is I
That's
seen
very
some
much in the
article-
mindset of like was it the one where it's like one of the last people who are in the Iron Lung just
Yes.
like chilling out?
Yes, yeah. It's him
Yeah, I
just
also
chilling out.
saw
And
that.
he just got like I think he's a lawyer as well. I'm like, how the fuck he do that? What the fuck? Like, did they wheel him in or whatever? Like, how the fuck's he doing that?
I can't decide whether that's like like a really good thing for your case or a really bad thing. Like if your lawyer comes in an Iron Lung, is the jury gonna look favorably on that or is that bad? Like,
Yeah, like some pity points.
if
Maybe.
I'm in the jury, I'm like, fucking, let's give him a win.
well, no, he's clearly not in his right mind. We can't trust a word this man says. He's in a fucking iron lung.
Oh,
He's always on his
true.
technology. He's always on his phone. You know what I mean?
Always on his damn phone.
Ugh. Always just like making sure he's alive or whatever. He's so reliant on technology. So cringe.
Yeah.
I say technology. It's fucking ancient technology, is what it is.
the defense rests, Your Honor. It looks like he's always resting.
Oh, but yeah, that's a meme that I had been cooking for ages, but could never think of just like a good way to put it, where it's just not way too wordy. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And if someone else
Today I was
chooses,
relying on their technology, and then it's just a bunch of kids on life support. That's cool.
oh bless, I do want to put. We talked about Uniball earlier. I actually remember the context of Uniball now. I was
Okay.
talking. I was
Please, for the
talking.
love of God.
what we were talking about, we had this like pre-conversation on the podcast about plastic surgery, and if you could get any plastic surgery, what would you get done? And I think
You're getting the uni ball.
the uni ball. I think it's because I was talking about uni boobs, and then I was like, what about uni balls? Like, just get them merged together so you can't get like.
Yeah, but I don't understand though. Like, but it already is just one thing. Like, I know there's two balls in there, but
Yeah, but then you can't get them twisted around each other. That's the thing that happens.
get it twisted.
Yeah, you cannot
You
get
will
get
win.
twisted.
You will make big. I don't have that much of a problem, I don't think, with testicular torsion as you do then.
I don't have any problems. I just know a guy I went to school with who would literally have to take a day off every week to get his balls untied, and to the point where he had to get surgery to get like them stitched to the side of his scrotum so they wouldn't twist over each other.
What the fuck?
Oh my!
Yeah.
Well, he's constantly got his testicles attached to the side of his leg. I spent like half a
no.
day
It's
stopping that
scrotum.
from
It's
happening when
scrotum,
it's
little
wrong.
bro, not his fucking
Like-
leg. They didn't rip open his ballsack and tie his fucking testicles to his leg. They tied it to the inside.
No,
of the
I'm
scrotum.
imagining they stapled the sack to the side of his leg. Do you know, like when it's a hot day and like it's stuck to the side of your leg? He's got that forever.
Oh, that'd be
he always has
horrible.
that feeling. That's the worst surgery you could get.
Just put me in the iron
constantly feeling
lung.
Like there's
Oh,
I've
bless.
been an iron lung, then constantly have sweaty ball sack connecting to my leg.
True, it's so true. Oh, fuck.
Well, so
I
I
would
don't- 'cause,
I
like,
would
fucking-
choose like fake tits, but I just like want them like with me. I don't want them like on me.
You just want to own them to have.
Yeah.
You can buy the silicone implants. They're I heard.
Yeah, I just want a couple of silicone implants.
Yeah. Because I watched like one of those horrible shows where it's like the most predatory like plastic surgeons who are basically just sales people, and they're like, oh, they were doing like a show like what like behind the scenes at like plastic surgery ever. It was like the scummiest surgeon of all time. It was all like, yeah, you can get these bad boys. At his desk, he just had like lined up like fucking like 60 pairs of tits that would just sit on his desk, and he would just pick them up and squeeze them randomly. And I'm like,
Yeah, and the worst thing is they were the ones that would go in you as well. He's like just on the
yeah,
table,
like
not
grab the
even,
ones,
sanitized.
grab the ones in the fucking break room, get them in. Yeah, that's why I know that, and apparently they're not that expensive. It's just that the actual surgery is what costs that much. So I hear. So I hear.
So you hear? Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
don't check the Discord where I've sent a link on where to purchase stuff.
No,
Checking.
Z, this isn't the right thing. This. I don't think these go in your. These don't go in your boob. These go in your bra.
Yeah, they're what do you call? I was gonna say
These are just like
they're
to make your tits look bigger.
What do they call them? They call them like chicken fillets. or
Chicken
something.
fillets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the actual gel. This is way cheap, but there's also an engagement ring on here. This website that you've sent for £11. That seems hype.
Bro, you can get so much shit on this website. I found out because Truman sent it to me because this is where he gets like NFL jerseys for like they're like good fakes off of this website. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, I feel like my computer just got a virus by looking at this website.
Yeah,
Like, oh God.
I thought that when I looked at the link, I was like, this doesn't look legit.
Yeah, well, I'm not showing it on screen, but yeah.
Linked to this, you can buy a breast butt lifting enlargement cup service butt lift vacuum.
There we go.
Yeah, why are people
So
paying
if
for
that's
that
what,
shit?
if that's
Just
what
buy
you
it
want,
online.
guys, yeah,
Yeah, just buy it online, get it done yourself, attach it to the Henry Hoover, whack it up there, you'll be
yeah,
sorted.
just Google it if you want it. It exists.
Yeah.
It's out there.
People going to Turkey or whatever, and you're like, nah, just go to fucking this random ass website. Did Z link this? Where we can
Yeah.
buy-
Yeah, just
Buy
go
all
to
this
this random
logistics.
website and get you.
Speaking of shit I've learned in science class, because I didn't learn shit ever apparently. Do you know what Botox is?
Yeah, they freeze your nerves.
Yeah, it literally it's not like freezing, but like they like inject you with shit that literally gives you botulism, like in small doses.
Yeah.
And it like paralyzes your shit, so it stays like
Yeah.
great. Like it's like I don't because like fucking you don't feed babies honey because like a fucking botulism and die. And but then
I
when you're an adult,
mean-
it's like a tiny bit of botulism as a treat. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I
that's
hate.
why you have to keep getting it, because eventually it'll just like go away, and then that's when you get those like older people who are like, because their whole skin just like becomes active again, and then it goes, I don't know what to do, and their whole face just like melts.
Yeah.
They have to-
Yeah,
you have to
and
keep
the
up
reason
with
why
it.
they call it Botox is because the idea of having the word toxin in whatever you're doing doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah,
So they shortened it to Botox.
What
I just, I
other
don't, that
what
was
other fun
crazy.
facts
I've just
did you
googled
learn?
it to see what it is. It's botulinum toxin. If you knew what Botox actually stood for, I think it would be very easy to know that it caused botulism. I feel like the words
Yeah.
pretty much spell it out for you.
I just don't understand a lot of like lip fillers and stuff. I'm just like, why are like I get why, but like at the same time, hey, maybe don't put some foreign shit in your body. It's probably not that good for you, and I don't think your body will appreciate it.
No.
They're like, no, but the big juicy lippies. You're like,
I don't know.
yeah.
There's definitely like a I don't know, because I don't want to like knock plastic surgery and like cosmetic stuff in general, because like people that have like a genuine like dysphoria where they like do not see what people see in the mirror, and like genuinely think of themselves like hideous or ugly, and like doing what they need to do to feel like comfortable in their own skin. I get it to an extent, but like I don't know, the Botox specifically, I'm like, that's crazy that we're just like literally
Yeah.
putting poison in our bodies as a treat.
Yeah.
Fair. You say treat,
And it's crazy. It's crazy who can do it though. Like literally, just any fucker has Botox nowadays.
yeah.
Like it used to be like you would have to go somewhere to do it, but it's like most like nail
And that's
salons
good
and
old
shit will just also
capitalism,
do Botox
baby.
and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, they were like
fucking-
doctors
Like
should do
the
should deal with this.
same. It's like get your hair done, get your nails done, and also just put some Botox in. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game's a game. It is what it is.
It's like a return to form though, isn't it? It's like the old like barber surgeons of days of old. Like, it's what you used to do.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was. Like the doctors and
know.
stuff used to just like do you like your beard and stuff, and then also
Mm.
like bloodlet.
That's how Prince Charles is getting treated for testicular cancer. He's getting a wax and a ball strip all at the same time. Gets all his hair off his body, and then they just strip off a wee testicle as well while they're at it. Yeah. And then staple the other one to his leg to give him internal pain.
Yes, yeah, good eternal feeling of having sweaty ballsack.
I can't stop thinking about sweaty ballsack. No,
I thought you were gonna say can't stop thinking about the king's balls.
no.
Well, what about you, Z? What surgery would you have?
What surgery do I have?
Uniball,
fucking-
obviously.
Oh no, honestly,
you've got to have one.
give me fucking laser hair removal on my head. Fucking having to shave this shit is so annoying. Like I have like the most hair I've had in months, just because I can't be fucking asked to go shave my head.
I will
like,
say
twice a week.
respectfully, you could just do it the other way around. You know, the one where you get there.
Nah,
No?
I'm chill bald. I think I look good.
Copy.
Absolutely roasted.
I'm joking.
If I were to add hair anywhere, I want this shit to connect so bad.
Yeah,
I
no,
want
I
nothing
feel
more
that.
in my life than to get my fucking beard and my mustache to connect.
Like, look at mine as well.
Bruh.
Like, I'm in the exact
This
same
bit,
situation. It just it doesn't connect.
This motherfucking little bit under my fucking lip can fuck right off.
Yeah, I just want it to be able to go down. I want to be able to have a handlebar mustache. Is that too much to ask? You know what I mean?
Right? Well, because whatever annoys me is that like on like Snapchat or whatever, like when you're doing your Bitmoji, they have like if you have it not connected, it's like super like slick and clean. But then as soon as you get like a little burly, it's all connected. And I was like, I am lying either way I do this.
Oh, bless. Hard life we live, eh? Not being able to
True.
grow enough hair.
But you can grow enough hair with today's sponsor, Keeps.
Keep whatever you want. Your ball hair, get more. That's how it works.
Or
Do
if
you know-
you
have
don't
you
want to
ever-
keep your ball hair, you can use our other sponsor, Manscaped.
Yep. Hashtag
For
not
sure.
ad. Hashtag not sponsored. Have you actually ever seen how they do not laser removal, but how they actually put the hair in? It's mad.
I have not actually.
No.
So what they do
Speak
is
to
they
this.
normally what they do is they take a bit from your back, right? Or the
Sure.
back of your
Mhm.
head, or they'll take it from another part of your body, and they physically just go into every follicle individually, and they poke it open, and they pop a new little hair in there individually. That's
Okay.
what it is.
That is what I assumed they would do, but
But
I
like they
guess
have to, they
that
literally like
doesn't make sense.
stab you with I think it's like a laser thing, or like the way they used to do it was with like a needle. But I think they do it with lasers now, where they literally have to go through every hair follicle and just like manually put it in. It's literally just like a really shitty puzzle. Like get some kids on it. You know what I mean?
Get some no, do not get some kids on it. That's
Yeah, you know, here's a
one
puzzle
that's
for you to
child
do.
labour, and two, You can't just disguise child labor as something fun for kids and then
Well,
use that
you
as an
can.
excuse.
It's just
But the
not
children
legal.
yearn for the hair removal surgery.
They do. They yearn for the minds and the hair adding and removal
Oh
surgery.
yeah, sorry, yeah. My bad.
Why not both? Get them the
Well,
tweezers. Get them.
Who are we to say no?
yeah,
Honestly?
all hair growth has to have hair removals from somewhere. So
You know what? You're actually true. The doctor adds it on the front, and the
It's-
kid removes it from the back. That's a weird phrase. You know what I meant?
Yep.
But yeah, the king's gonna die is the TLDR of this, and we're all gonna have a day off bar Z, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fun because I was talking. I was like, it's crazy. You guys went like 60 fucking years without like having a day off, and now you're about to get like 2 in 3 years. We're like, let's
You
go.
say 2
I
in
know,
3
we
years.
need
We
to-
got 3 because we got the day the queen actually died, and then we got the day she got buried. I'm fairly sure. We got like 2 national days of mourning because rip Lizzie.
Lizzie's in a box.
I think
She's
we
in
should
a
have got one for
box.
when Liz Truss left as well.
Yeah,
So
I think
true.
if we got one for every time a prime minister fucking left office, we'd be flying. We'd have a year off at this point. It'd be great. Oh, bless. Sunak's a cunt. Unrelated.
Our cringe. As soon as we talk about cringe politicians, our prime minister has been a massive cringe lord again.
I see it was trending on Twitter, which made me not want to click it, because it was probably just like him being like, "Grr, they're bullying into making me use these fake pronouns." Grr.
Yeah. So, do you guys know about there was a trans girl who was like murdered like a little bit ago, but recently her the people who murdered her have gone to prison.
I have not
Her name was
heard
Brianna. Let me make sure I get this right.
Was she Irish, or am I mistaken for a different one? Because there was an Irish one that I remember, an Irish person. I don't know why I said one. Case is what I meant.
I do not know. Let me.
Either way, was she like 16 or something?
Brianna Gay, who was a 16-year-old British transgender girl who was murdered in a premeditated attack by Scarlett
remember this.
Jenkinson and Eddie Ratcliffe.
I do remember this.
So yeah, this happened early 2013, and then finally they've been convicted of murder, both Jenkinson and Ratcliffe. But the thing was that her mother was in the stand-ins of Prime Minister's questions,
Mhm.
where it's like, you know, where the Prime Minister has to like defend what's been going on in the week and things like that. And during it all, he was like trying to diss the Labour Party by saying all of the false promises and all the things that they've U-turned on. And then one of them was like, they even U-turned on the identification of a woman, or they 99%ed on that one. And it's like making jokes about like transgenderism while they've got the mother of someone who was murdered due to, and to be clear, Brianna Gay was murdered for being transgender as well.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm fairly sure I seen.
Yeah, so made a transphobic joke while the mother of someone who was killed for being transgender was literally there present.
Yeah, because it can't. there's no
Yeah.
way to put it.
Power.
It's
And to be
actually just a
clear,
cunt.
that joke makes you a cunt even if
Yeah.
if the mother wasn't present.
He's still
But
young.
holy fuck, how to not play to the room that you're in?
Well, it doesn't really matter because he's not playing to the room he's in. He's playing to the people that he needs to. You know what I mean? And as sad as
Yeah.
it is. But I also seen, I think it
Yeah,
was the mother as well.
It unfortunately didn't work because instantly, Keir Starmer, as much as I think he's a colossal cockend as well, he instantly just went and like called him out and just said to say that in the week that we're having, and also while this person's like present in the room, and then just instantly it was like the rest of his argument just meant nothing as well. Of like all the other U-turns, it was like that. What a stupid play from the Prime Minister as well, because all of your previous argument is just gone now.
Yeah.
If only someone was in charge that we
Because
actually
you wanted
voted
to get a
for.
transgender. I know, man. It'd be crazy, right? Imagine if we
Mm.
voted for who was in charge of our country.
Crazy. But yeah, no, I think I seen a thing that she talked about as well. Maybe not in that, but at another point, saying that social media should be banned for anyone under the age of 16. And I would like, maybe it's just the old in me coming out, but I was like, fuck, that's so based. And
It is a
kinda-
little based.
kind of true. She was like, because the amount of bullying that goes online, that's so like unmonitored. Because like, whilst generally saying something mean to someone is, you know, you shouldn't like, you shouldn't do it. But like, there's differences between being mean to someone and like the amount of abuse that people can just dogpile on people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's so true. Because like, if someone just doesn't like someone, not this happened back in the day when I was a kid as well. Like when Facebook was coming up and fucking Bebo, remember Bebo? You could
I
just
did not have Bebo. That might have been a British thing.
yeah, I think it was a British thing, but you could just dogpile on someone if you really wanted, and nothing could stop it. And because like the adults aren't there to like know the deal. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I'm like, you know what? That's kind of should be a thing because there's so much stuff that you could happen online, especially nowadays, that like it's dangerous in it, and that's one of the
Yeah,
things.
it's definitely a hard thing to consider. It's like
Yeah, but
because then it's like the enforcement of it, and
yeah, exactly.
you know, it's a really tricky thing to sort of like actually implement and properly
Yeah, 100%.
do. But I agree that there's definitely negatives that come from like kids having access to social media in that regard. Just to stay on topic of the Prime Minister being cringe, he also took a £1,000 bet with Piers Morgan on his show, betting that even more deportation flights would take place before the next election.
Can he be on the
just
flight?
unbelievably fucking cringe.
Can we get him on the flight? Get him on. Get him on.
Yeah, let's get him on the Rwanda flights.
Yeah, fucking. I
But
know
yeah, he was like,
I
I will
can't
bet you
stand British
£1,000
politics.
that we'll be deporting innocent people. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I have this conversation with members of my family, and it's very funny to have like not funny, funny in like a
Not like haha funny. Yeah.
you're so wrong, and you
Yeah.
don't even realize it. Like they were talking about Northern Ireland as a thing. They're like, oh, we just take so many like people in, and we don't even have places for our own stuff. I was like, do you have any stats on that? And she's like, oh, I don't really know. And I was like, well, do you want to know Northern Ireland take the least amount percentage wise than anywhere else in the UK does? So we're actually the worst, and we don't even take that much.
Yeah.
She's like, no, but we just take so many. I'm like, I just told you we don't. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, but you can see them everywhere. I was like, yeah, you realize just because you see someone that isn't from here, hey, doesn't mean they're illegally here. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Doesn't mean they're a refugee. It's like,
yeah, it doesn't
there
mean
are
they're
other
fucking
ways of
refugee.
emigrating.
There's also a really funny thing in Northern Ireland specifically. There's this big thing going on for the past like 10 fucking years called the Irish Language Act, where they want to like try and promote the language of Irish like in the UK, or not the UK, sorry, in Northern Ireland. Personally, I think it's a waste of money, but what they want to do is they want to rip down every single sign and replace it so it has English and Irish on it, like they do in the Republic of Ireland. So
and they have that in Wales as well, don't they? With Welsh and
yeah, but it's not even our second language. Our second language is Polish.
That's fantastic.
and some guy on social media was getting like I was on Facebook, which is a lot because it's here, but was getting like loads of likes. He was like, "Fuck the Irish Language Act. We need the Polish Language Act for all our boys out there that can't read the signs." And I'm like, "What a great counter argument!" And I was like, "Yeah, you know what?
That would actually be so funny.
Yeah, they fucking run it.
Northern Ireland just has all of the road signs in English and Polish. Would be so funny.
I was like, you know what? That's so. What a great way of just being like, this is a waste of money. He's like, no, fuck it. Just put the money into something for our actual second language, Polish, bro.
Recently, Ireland managed to get a coalition government, didn't it? Recently, so that's pretty big Irish news.
Are you talking about us? Or are you talking about Northern Ireland?
I think I'm talking about Ireland.
Fuck, I don't know.
I think they managed. Yeah, I think they've got a coalition of people on both sides now, rather than.
I don't know what the fuck we're
fighting over power.
I'd love to say I could tell you what's happening up here, but fuck, it feels like nothing's happening up here. What a life, eh?
Yeah.
What is America doing? When's the president? When's the next president coming? When's the next shit?
Man, so fucking Colorado.
Could be Trump again.
So Colorado was like, "Hey, Trump, you can't be on our ballots because you're actively being investigated for trying to overthrow the government." And the people of Colorado were like, "Well, that's a little cringe, isn't it?" So now it's going to the Supreme Court to decide. And if it does pass, then 7 other states are also going to immediately ban him. So kind of hard to win an election when you can only run in 43 of the states, but we'll see.
That's so funny. The people of Colorado were like, I think that's pretty cringe. And then all of the other states were like, Yeah, let's take it to court and then let's get it legally said that we can say no to having him in all of them as well.
So the thing that's cringe, for some ungodly reason of just like bad timing and also Republicans being fucks, Trump appointed 3 of the 8 justices that we have on the Supreme Court. So
Yeah,
they're
funny
more
that,
likely
yeah.
to rule in his favor. Yeah, but because it was so cringe,
Yeah.
like as like at the end of Obama's term, someone was like gonna retire or whatever, and they're like, oh, you should wait. It's not like it's not Obama's right to like do it right before a change of power. So like they fucking waited, and then Trump got to do it like as soon as he got in. And then at the end of Trump's presidency, there was someone coming out, and Republicans fucking sped ran trying to get someone approved for the fucking Supreme Court. I was like, you guys are like, that's the thing that pisses me off about conservatives. They have no morals. They don't give a fuck about anything. They will just say whatever they need to serve themselves in the moment. They like they're not consistent with themselves, and that's the thing that pisses me off. It's like, well, liberals are fucking dumb and don't do anything worth like spending tax money on. At least they're consistent with themselves, whereas conservatives also don't do anything fucking worth doing. But and they're just like fucking wishy-washy, do whatever they need to do to get the grift in, and it's so fucking frustrating.
To talk about something a bit more lighthearted politics, I
was
swear,
no,
it's still kind of politics. But I swear I seen this. Did some fucking dude try to get married and your cousin legalized? Was that real?
Not that I've heard of lately.
I swear it was because
I thought cousins was legal. I thought that was
It was in some state. I can't remember what state it was.
First cousins.
It's first cousins. He's wanting first cousins.
Yeah,
and it was like it was something. It was some stupid
he has
thing.
a hot first cousin.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, yo, can we get this pushed through, boys?
Yeah,
because I swear it was like under like someone giving like some left leading politician giving like some L take, and some Republican was like, "Grr, all they care about is da, 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 da." And then literally someone underneath it said, "Is this you?" And it was like, such and such wants to get legalized marriage, cousin like pushed through like ASAP, and I'm like, that's so fucking funny.
I saw one where it was a politician, and it was like he was saying something, and then the response was, "Hey bro, don't you know your likes are public?" And then like the like underneath was literally like brother sister incest porn. It was like bruh. Like,
I would say the amount of American
like,
politicians that have liked porn on Maine is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, as much as like X is like a trash site for like a lot of things, it's so funny that for Republican like candidates and people who don't know how to use it, like when people are it's just like the amount of people who will just talk absolute smack, and then it's like you go on there and it's just likes of like furry porn for like 10 years. It's like, bruh, come on.
Furry porn. What a time to be alive. Of all the years we can be born, we're all born at the same time the furry porn's around. What a great time, eh?
Oh, could you imagine not being alive at the same time as furry porn? What a weird situation. Imagine being born after, because it's gonna die out one day.
Or it'll take over. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
They'll be like, can you believe that we used to watch humans have sex? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna get it's gonna get that point where it's gonna do a full loop, and everyone's like trying to find, like, they're like, oh, you like actual people having sex on the internet? Yucky. They're two people.
Oh, it's like I could absolutely see it getting to like a dystopian point in the future where everyone just has like an AI sex robot, and then like they literally just like send sperm off to donors and stuff, and it's like
that exists. What are you talking about? Have you not seen those like
the
fucking flashlight urinals or whatever they are? Have you seen those?
Oh, the big suck urinals.
Yeah, the big suck urinals where you just go in, plop your little cock in there, and donate away. What a time! What a time to be alive! Genuinely, we live in the best time of society.
Could you imagine if sperm donation was like that? Like literally, like it's like a reverse like gas pump. So it like takes up the more sperm that comes out of you. It's like you get paid like literally drop
by the gallon. Imagine
it's like by the gallon. I would never make enough to make.
It's like some guy standing there. It's like, I haven't hit the quota today. I haven't hit the quota. Yeah. He's like trying to hit his quotas. You're like, Jim, you still in the office? He's like, yeah, bro. I'm just a bit low today. I gotta get my numbers up. But he's just standing there, just in the fucking machine.
Oh, you get it to go around with you like some sort of like drip on a like thing.
Whenever you said that, all reminds me of the fucking
that's
episode
the new
of South
iron lung
Park.
I want. I want an iron lung that sucks me off.
Just a flashlight that's constantly attached to your cock. You just walk around with it. It's just normal. That's gonna be like the future, but like There'll be a movie about that. It's like Wall-E, but like the realistic like version of Wall-E. They all sat there and like watched TV and ate food. Let's be honest. If it was realistic, everyone would just have like fucking
Everyone
all
just
the,
has a fleshlight.
everyone just has whatever sex toy they want, just there, just going to town when they need. They wouldn't. Would you even have any need to wear
I really hope
clothes at
that's
that
not a
point?
future we have.
Yeah,
I really hope we don't ever
me
live in a future where we
neither.
normalize just masturbating in public. That's
That'd
just
be
horrific.
crazy. But no one. But if it's like the Wall-E world, no one even knew what else was going on in that. They were
The
all in their own
Louis
zone.
C.K. future that he dreams of.
Oh,
Actually, no. I feel like
Jesus.
Louis C.K. would hate that future because Louis C.K. I feel
everyone
like
else is
Louis
doing
C.K.
it.
likes the fact that it's not allowed. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else is doing
If,
it.
if,
Like,
every-
that's
if everyone's
cringe.
masturbating in public, then nobody's special.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I was like, you just had an old head mentality about it. It's honestly the future.
It is the future. Like, you think in Wall-E, right? The reason that the guy even realized there was other people there was because he fell off the little thing because Wall-E bumped him or whatever. Then he went, yo, there's lots of fat people here. And he's like, wait, I'm fat? I don't think that's exactly what happened, but that's basically
Yeah,
what happened.
he fell off his chair and then hit post-nut clarity.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he was like, his flashlight got detached and he went, wait. like if that was made by any, like, wasn't the fucking, like, was it Pixar, Disney? What fucking, who does Wall-E?
Yeah, Disney Pixar.
Disney,
Yes.
yeah. If that wasn't made by them and that was made by like like any other movie shoot, they would not just be like fucking scranning burgers and watching TV all day. They would just be attached to some sort of fucking machine, like the Matrix, but with flashlights. You know what I mean?
I don't know how many other companies would have made an animated film.
It wouldn't have been animated. It would have been mountains of bodies
Okay.
connected to flashlights. That's the dream. Humanity's evolving.
I don't know how many studios would have gone for that. to
Put
be
me in
honest.
the Matrix and attach me to a fucking flashlight and let me go. You know what I mean?
I'm
Pump me
sending
from-
this
You
in.
know, like-
I'm writing browsers right now. Don't worry.
Tell me that doesn't exist.
Do you know, like in
already.
when like like if Freddy Krueger is coming after you, and then if you die in the dream, you die in reality. What if you come?
If you
do
come in
you
real
come in
life, you die. You
reality?
come in the virtual reality, or the other way around.
If you come in the dream, do you come in? Yeah. If you come in the
course.
dream, do you come?
is
in
that
real
not? Is
life?
that not literally? Just
I mean, to be
what,
fair,
like-
that happens without Freddy Krueger.
yeah,
so-
yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe not everyone. You know, some of us have control over our bodies mentally and physically, like myself.
No, I mean, when you're going through puberty, it's like the opposite. It's like I didn't even come in the dream.
I never had that problem ever in my entire life.
Yeah, I have also never had a wet dream.
Never. And I like people will
Missing
talk about
out.
like they're like this is gonna happen to you, and I'm like, am I not real? It hasn't happened to me yet. I'm not coming
One day you'll hit
uncontrollably.
puberty, Kerry, one day.
What a time. We need to pivot because we've been talking about cum and we've been talking about politics. Actually, it's just a standard episode at this point.
It's because it's fine because we've just been edging our entire fan base for like 8 weeks or whatever.
And that's it. Our entire fan base of nobody. Let's go.
Hans has
we had a-
been
Yeah.
fiending
Yeah, he commented on
for
the
some tier of content.
Mhm.
Streamer Words video. He was like, "Oh my god, the podcast is coming back."
Yeah,
Like,
you just
I know,
watched
I
the
know.
first 10 seconds to hear me say that, and then was like, I'm not watching this shit. Z, do you have any other stories that happen in school?
Man, pick one from the list. There's so many.
I
Honestly,
really,
two of these are not school, but all the other ones are.
yeah, I actually unrelated to school. I need to know what happened in a gay sauna. Please tell me what
Okay.
happened in a gay sauna.
Fucking
That actually is a school story. Crazy enough.
no. So I play board games with a teacher from school. To be fair,
School
and
related.
kind of, I guess. But he is a gamer.
School adjacent.
And
gaming.
yes, like
Gaming.
yes. And he got a board game. It's called Gay Sauna. And I was like, man, I fucking would love to play Gay Sauna. So it's me, one other straight guy, and 5 gay guys, and we're all playing Gay Sauna.
It sounds like
And
a start of
the
a shit
premise-
joke. This sounds like the shittiest joke of all time. It's like, so we're in this gay sauna. There's one
So we're
straight
in the
guy.
gay and so we have me who's like less than straight, but I wouldn't call myself gay because men gross, but everything else polished. And then we have a guy who's married to a woman, and then we have the 5 gays.
yucky.
Yucky.
Oh, nut based. Yuck. Ew. Marriage.
But so we have this game where you are a person and you have a type, whether like you're a top, bottom, or a switch. You have your like what type of what flavor of gay you are, if you will.
Your bears, your
you know,
otters,
like
or
a-
whatever.
It was
yeah.
bear, daddy, twink, boy next door, and otter. I think were the 5.
Mm.
No himbo. No himbo
No,
representation.
oh no, Jock was one of them actually.
A jock, of course, because
Oh, there we go.
every
That's
jock
close.
Yeah,
is secretly
yeah,
gay.
Jock is literally himbo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then so you had to try and like get as many matches in the sauna as you can, because you would roll a die and then it would be like based on different things whether or not you guys would hook up or not. There was one where it's like, congratulations, you hook up all the time. There was one that was like, if you're a top and you're a bottom, you hook up. There's one like, you know, you're a top, they're a bottom, you guys connect. If you guys have one fetish in common, if you guys have 2 fetishes in common. Sorry, you also had a list of 3 fetishes that you had. And the fetishes were wild. There was like exhibitionism, feet, water sports, fisting. Yeah. I was like, bro,
Standard,
the fuck?
yeah,
Spanking.
standard.
Yeah, standard. And so you had to like, you know, try and match up, like, you know, being an otter who's like attracted to daddies, you need to find a daddy who's attracted to otters.
Yeah, you gotta find a daddy who wants to fist you, and you're like, oh, this is so hard.
Actually, literally though. And you have like your fucking like. Your
I play games to escape reality, so I don't think I'd enjoy this game.
And you have like your little like cum meter or whatever. Where because you start
your edging meter. One second, is it your edging meter?
Literally, yes. You have your horniness meter.
Okay.
If you are at if you're at 6, which is maximum horniness, you get to re-roll your. So you do not if you succeed, but like if you fail your hookup roll, you get to re-roll it if you're at 6. And then once you nut, you go down 3 on the meter. And then each like after you have sex, you have to roll like the completion die. It's like what happens. It's either like it was good sex, you go up 1. It was average sex, you just stay at the same. It was like rough sex, so you go down 1. They shit themselves, you go down 2 or 3.
Unless you have a scat fetish, then you go.
Then you go up 2.
Okay, so there's mischief cards, and one of the mischief cards is maybe I am into that, and it's if you roll scat on the die, you go up instead of going down.
No.
Yeah,
This game's good.
Yeah, this board game is fucking crazy.
Can we
And
play
like
it?
different. Yeah, honestly, fucking we could. Also, they have like. Not safe for work art and safe for work art. We played with the not safe for work art. We would have to play with the safe for work art because they had dicks out, baby. You better believe it. On the cards.
Hey, if it's cartoon dicks, you can get away with that.
Right.
In the art section, we'll stream it on Twitch.
Yeah, artistic nudity.
Yeah.
But so all this to be said, of course I fucking won the first round because I'm him. And you know, had the not gay buff. Because the second round, the straight guy won, and I was like, it feels so bad to like show up. It's like literally like fucking
Gay check. You just gay checked them. You walked in the room and went,
Yeah.
you're not gay enough.
Yeah. Like, let me show you how to really be gay, sweaty.
Yeah. I think that's pretty true. I think straight people are probably having an easier time being gay than gay people.
Speak to that.
Go on.
No, because there was no further comment.
I will not speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Yeah, no, so great game. It's hard to get a hold of because it was like a Kickstarter from Germany. So like,
of course
getting
it was
a hold
from
of the game is
Germany.
actually,
Fucking course it was from Germany.
They love
They
the gay
would.
saunas.
Yeah, they honestly though, gay sauna. Sorry, board game.
That's not the way I would have expected that story to end. I was like, eventually gay sauna. I was like, that sounds so fucking funny. Did you go to a sauna and then accidentally a bunch of people were jerking each other off and you were like, whoa? But no, it's just a board game. Crazy.
The first time I heard one of you two say gay sauna, I thought you said gay sauna, and I was like, what the hell is that? Like,
it's
like
what
your
straight
would
people
be like
do.
if you were a gay guy.
No!
Yeah.
Oh damn, never mind. I was it's only $20, but it is sold out right now.
Ooh, it's what straight people do if they want it. They're like, I'm not gay, but I have a gay sauna. It's like people in denial, people still in the closet have their gay saunas.
Yeah, if I was gay, I would. Yeah.
If I was gay, this would be me, but it's not me because like I'm not. You know what I mean?
Shop.gaysaunatheboardgame.com.
That sounds so real. That sounds like a real place to be. That link nearly seems as dodgy as the one you sent earlier.
Oh, it has a "you must be 18 or over" pop up.
Woo. You know, you don't need to be a teen or over to do.
Subscribe to the tier.
Subscribe to the Tier Above YouTube channel.
That was a great work, guys. Wow.
Great work.
You don't need
You
to
know
be
what
a
else
teen
you
or
don't have to
above
be over 18?
to do some
to-
tier lists, baby.
Tier list. Yeah.
Yippee! Guess what
Jesus
tier
Christ.
list is this week?
I'm sorry, this website, this Gay Sauna website just keeps asking me if I'm over 18.
Every time
single
you go
time
to
I
like,
move
yeah,
around
a
this
new part,
website.
they're like, but are you sure?
Okay, so the tier list this week, I just typed in chicken into tier list maker, and this is what came up. So this is what we're working with.
It's my tier list.
Yeah,
Jury's out. Definitely not.
I swear to God, is this things that are alive?
No. Chicken pox kid's dead.
Things you've eaten, things you've not eaten. Alive chicken, raw egg.
He ate a kid with chicken pox.
Yeah.
God.
I don't.
This is gonna be super obvious.
It's gonna be something so stupid. Please,
What-
I can't.
yeah,
I
hit
can't.
us.
I can't think.
Yeah. Okay. So I've ranked these based on if they came first.
Me at the gay sauna though, right at the top.
God damn it.
Okay, so what's your opinion? The egg or the chicken? You know, what are you thinking about that?
Well, actually, I think it's egg, regardless.
Correct. I'm pretty sure
Uh,
scientists have proven that it's the egg. Because even if it wasn't a chicken that laid the egg, like something laid an egg that mutated into a chicken being born from that egg.
I don't know. I read in a pretty
Yeah, so that
reputable
egg must have
textbook,
been a chicken egg.
a really reputable textbook that God made.
Also,
the chicken.
guess what, bro? Dinosaurs laid eggs, so motherfucker, egg existed first.
Yeah, but you know,
The concept of eggs existed before chicken. Yes, I don't think that is
Yeah,
the
exactly.
question.
Get fucked. Eggs existed first, so
Yeah.
get fucked.
I don't know. That's
Damn.
not what it says in this textbook I read called the Bible. You know what I mean?
True, God
I've been
created
to
the
that
chicken
Mhm.
on day 4.
Yep. Right after he
But
made
did he
Valorant
create
the
it in
call.
an egg
That's su-
first, or did
That's
he make
such
it?
a good Eddie Izzard bit. Have you heard it?
No.
She's going on about like fucking, and on the first day, God created lights and toasters and jam and socks and like one person. It was like the queen. And then on day 2, it was like fish and chickens and the ocean and mountains and just like all this like random shit on the different days. It was like, and day 7, he just kind of chilled for a bit.
True. Yeah,
She says a lot
take that
better.
time.
Believe it or not, the professional stand-up comedian says it better than I do.
Yeah,
Crazy.
isn't that crazy?
Right. But great bit.
I was watching.
Yeah, her stuff's really been popping off recently. I've been hearing a lot of people.
So
like,
I watched this shit like in
quality
elementary
bits.
school because my grandma, she like Eddie was like my grandma's favorite comedian, and so I like literally have all of her fucking like stand-ups from like fucking 2004 on DVD.
I just remember as a kid seeing Eddie Izzard on TV all the time and being really confused because as a child I was like, what's going on here? But obviously I get it as
so
an
funny
adult.
is like in her stand-ups all the time, she's like, you know, she's like, not a woman, just like wearing women's clothes, and then fucking here we are, like jump 20 years later, it's like, well.
Yeah. I just remember watching like a TV show.
Eddie Izzard is the boomer Finster.
Yes, actually, so true. No, what's so Finster is like is Slag fucking go get him. You know what I mean? But like, it's so
Right.
funny. My younger brother was like obsessed with their like Minecraft shit, and I was like,
Sure.
I swear I know who that is. And then I was like, oh wait, I do know who that is. I see the ones that are all the time and they're fucking hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Like, oh, I didn't realize her without her tits. Sorry.
and I was like, that's just so funny. Like, I know who that is for very different reasons than you do. And he's like, I know what you're talking about. I'm like, yeah, you know, when the game's a game. You know, it is what it is. It's just it's a funny, like, not funny, but you know what I mean? It's a humorous way to like see things. Like the the weird like fucking Minecraft arc to like the fucking sleigh arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I just remember my parents trying to explain, obviously not being educated in the topic, like who Eddie Izzard was, and me as a child being like, I don't get it. And they're like, they're like trying their best, and my dad just like probably said a word you're not allowed to say now, or
Sure.
really we're ever allowed to say it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, sure, I don't get it, but the game's a game. It is what it is. I'll go back to watching Big Fat Quiz of the Year. Thanks.
Yeah, it is wild because like Eddie, she like self-described herself as TV, and now if you say like TV, people are like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
The
yeah.
TV is short
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the word that
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
my dad used, or the shortened version of it.
Yeah, because like, she was like self-described, so it was like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's chill." And it's like,
Yeah.
as it turns out, not chill.
Yeah, a different world. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's just, it is a strange one, isn't it? Yeah, because that is a term that was used by that group of people to describe themselves, and then now it like doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's like
Hey, it definitely still
it wasn't.
exists.
It,
I'll tell you
it
that
didn't
much.
quite mean. Yeah, but it didn't quite mean like transgender.
The same thing. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
they were saying
it-
that, it was
it-
like there was like a
It just
difference.
like cross-dressing. Yeah.
Cross-dress. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what
And now it's like
I
you
knew
would
it
just
as
say you're a
kid.
cross-dresser, so it's like
Hey, it evolved for
Yeah.
the better, I'd say, if anything. Not that I have a massive take on it, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't think about it too hard. But there's things you just
no.
you say no and you don't say, and hey, it is what it is. Game's a
As long
game.
as people are happy, then I'm happy.
Exactly. Speaking of happy,
Based.
this is my tier list. Yippee!
Get it on me. What the fuck?
Cuddle in it.
Is
It
this just how
means
much you
most
wanted
no
cuddle
thanks.
things?
No,
Oh.
Why would Kelly want to cuddle an egg more than a chick?
I don't know.
this isn't. You're kind of close.
Are you fucking these things?
No, I'm not fucking these things. It's not a notice tier list.
Well, let me.
Well,
just read my
spoilers.
feelings real quick. Yeah.
I'll just. It would be how much I would like to have them on my body.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why do you want an egg on you?
they're soft, man. You ever hold an egg in your hand? They're just nice to hold. You know what I mean?
So you mean
Okay, is it-
like egg in shell?
Yeah.
I feel like if
Alright.
I had an egg in shell on me, very quickly I would have an egg not in a shell near me.
Yeah, no, but I actually have. Hey, here's one, but I'm fatter, as you can't tell. I also have a bit of a, not exactly pectus excavatum, but I have a little dent in my chest, so the egg can fit perfectly in
the
there.
egg cup.
Yeah, my man-made egg
Natural
cup.
egg cup. It's not man-made. It's natural.
Yeah, well,
It's the
actually, I'll
opposite of
tell you
man-made.
right now. When I was a young child, my granda,
When he was a young warthog.
this comes in. This comes
I was
into the
thinking the
story,
same thing,
believe
but
it or
didn't want
not.
to say that because it sounds rude.
What happened was, as the story goes, the reason that I have a little chest hole, my granda has a chest hole, was because I was on his back when we were in Africa, you know, as you do, and he was on a hunting trip because he does hunt, so that checks out. You know what I
Big
mean?
game hunter.
Yeah, and he was out doing whatever, but one of his mates accidentally shot him, and it went through him, and then just dented me. So that's why I only have a little dent, but he got
What
his
the
patched
fuck?
up. Yeah, that's
Is this
what happened.
real?
Okay, is it?
Of course,
is it
it's not
man-made?
fucking real. What the fuck? Do you think? Why the fuck would I be on his back? I was a child. I was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
He told me the story.
I don't fucking know, dude.
It's
What do you-
it's
what-
it's
I
just
understand
off
that
screen
you
right now,
did
but
get
Curly
shot.
actually.
Yeah, I was in Africa with my granddad when I was 4 on a hunting trip on his back. What
Also,
fucking
also crazy that the story started with my granddad's also got this
hole.
a similar hole, and
Yeah.
then the story went he got shot. Shot through him into me. Like,
Yeah, but because he's lived longer, like because he was older, his logic was that it repaired faster. But I only got a little dent, but his fully repaired. You see,
of course.
don't be stupid, Lioneagle. Of
his
course,
healing
he's
factor
older.
kicked in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has the effective healing factors that I, as a young child, did not have.
Yeah, that's true.
Idiot. But yeah, my parents and grandparents did do a lot of gaslighting, I think. Obviously, you're a child. I think most people gaslight children because it's very easy. But that was
yeah, of course.
that was the
Okay,
story.
was this a lie you were told?
Of course,
You were
yeah.
told you had a. You were told you had
Yes.
a chest hole because
Yes.
there was a shooting accident in
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah, it's got to the point now that I'm an adult where I will like obviously I know that one's not true, but there's things that I have to like confirm with my parents. Is like, Granda said this to me when I was a child. Did that actually happen? And they're like, that one didn't. This one did. This one did. So like my Granda
Curly's
had
just like, did a plane actually hit the World Trade Center
no.
twice? Come on.
And was Granda driving? Because like one of the ones he always used to tell
yes
me.
to all three.
One of the ones he used to tell me was he had trials at Manchester United. Right?
Sure.
He actually did.
True,
but as an
true,
adult,
yeah.
I had to be like, did that actually happen?
Welcome to this impromptu episode of
therapy.
No, not of therapy.
The great debate.
The
great debate, yeah.
My grand would fucking be gas at that, I'll tell you that much. So like there's another one as well. There's like an amateur competition called the Stevenson's Cup, which is like only for amateur teams in Northern Ireland. And the Donald, the place where I'm from, I've only ever won it once. And it was when my Granda played for the team, and like him and his mate, and apparently like so that's true. But what he used to tell me was he would just go get pissed and get like smoke, and then just come to the game and play the game. And my granny was like, "No, that's also true." But then he would also tell me all these other ridiculous stories that were just not true, to the point where now that I'm like, "Huh, what did he actually do? Did this actually happen?" Like, there's a lot of weird shit that like people tell me. One of the like to the point where now that I'm old, I'm like, I have to confirm with everyone whether these things actually happened or not, or if I've just like like. Do you know the Munich air disaster, where all the Manchester United players died?
Yes, actually.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, so they were going to a game, whatever, and there was a plane crash, and like half the squad died. My next door neighbor, one of them is like her dad, and I'm like,
oh wow,
did that happen? Like, and they were like, yes, that happened. I don't know. It's just weird. I've now confirmed all the things. Like, I've told the story about my dad gaslighting me and thinking I had tongue-titis before.
Yeah, you told us the tongue-titis one.
Yeah, gaslighting's in my blood, I guess. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, the rest of these is on my tier list. Pretty straightforward. You want to have nuggets and chicken popcorn on you to eat them off you, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chicken tenders maybe a bit too rough, bit too big. Not a big fan. You wouldn't want the sandwich to be a bit of mayo, whatever. The chicken fries are dog shit. Don't put them near me.
They look upsetting, to be honest. They look like mozzarella sticks with chicken.
But they're not. Yeah, just give me mozzarella sticks. Anything with bones in them, that just seems. I've already got enough bones.
Like anything with bones in, chicken, children.
Yeah. Chicken pox. Obviously, you don't want chicken pox, because if you get chicken pox as an adult, you can die.
True.
Yeah. So I don't really want it as an adult. I had it as a child. Like, do you ever think it was weird that they had those, like, maybe you didn't have these, but when I got chicken pox, every fucker was coming around to see me. And I'm like, but it's contagious. You're not supposed to. They were like, get the fucking kids in, get them infected, get them sorted out. And it was like, just, why isn't there a chicken pox vaccine? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
There is now, isn't there? Am I crazy?
God knows. I'm old.
No idea.
And then obviously, like, the more like raw, not raw, but like the diced chicken, maybe it's slimy. Not about that life, you know?
Yeah, the grilled chicken would be a bit slimy. It wouldn't be as nice to have on you. According to your tier, I think you've done pretty accurate for your tier list.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So CDC recommends 2 doses of chickenpox vaccine for children. Yeah, so it's a thing.
So Z actually did the same tier list of how much he wants them on you, but Z really liked having chickenpox.
It's like a weird kink. Yeah, it was on his gay sauna card that he really liked getting infections.
No, I need to get it now before I get older, because then it's gonna fucking kill me.
But have you not had chickenpox?
No, I had chickenpox. Or I had the vaccine. One of the two. I know I'm clear.
For now.
My brother's never had chickenpox, but
they never had it.
But my mum had chickenpox when she was pregnant with him, so he's like immune. Because like he
super
had
immune.
immunity from birth. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. So she like did a 2-for-1. She was like, "Fuck it."
She's like, internal pox party.
Yeah, it's because your blood is like what feeds the baby. So I guess if you get chickenpox at the time, you get the juice at the same time, and it's getting pumped into the baby in it.
Sure.
That's called science, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Z, this is your tier list, I assume. High effort, sabkte.
Okay, so
tier list.
Yeah. What do we think? What do we think?
How fried it is.
Speak to that.
Opposite
Why is
fr-
the children the raw egg and the chicken more fried than the fried
the
chicken?
other way around? How less fried they are, how unfried
How
they are,
alive they are.
how raw they are.
Uh,
It better not be a fuck tier list. I swear to God.
God, no.
it's a chicken pox, just not be at the
Chicken
top of the
Imagine
list. Jesus
chicken
Christ.
sandwich and not topping the fuck tier list. That'd be crazy.
I actually just
God,
don't
I
know.
would. It would not be a fun time with any of those things, would it? Let's be honest. It'd all be greasy and ugh.
I mean, if needs must.
Yeah. Okay,
They
you get
mustn't.
the mayo on the chicken sandwich.
Needs mustn't.
If they've ran out of fleshlights at the factory and,
Oh,
and you're getting signed up that day and they're like, we've already got this chicken sandwich, and you're like, just pop me in the chair with the chicken sandwich, put in my cog, I guess the game's a game.
You telling me that there's mayo in that chicken sandwich did not make it any more appealing. That sounds like horrible lube.
Pre-cum.
Why did you just say pre-cum?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
You just said that. That didn't.
Doesn't matter. What?
Is it
Please
the
tell me. I have
likelihood
no idea.
The likelihood that Gaston would eat 5 dozen of these.
Would an egg be fast? I know this is how likely something
Nah.
is to kill me.
Okay.
Okay. Why is the
chickenpox is
egg? Are you
likely
allergic
to kill
to
you,
eggs?
fair.
Salmonella. That's also why nothing goes below B tier, because all of these, if undercooked, will fucking give you salmonella.
Yeah, but
if you undercook
bear
a
in
live
mind-
chicken, then that's the rawest chicken there is. So
I
Well,
will
if
say
I
you're not.
assume you're gonna get.
You
like,
don't have to
fucking-
eat them. Like at no, like you're not likely to kill you. All of them, bar chicken pox, would be at S because you don't have to eat them.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And also, you could eat raw eggs.
But you're more likely to get fucked up from raw eggs than thing. I mean, I've eaten raw eggs before. Man, okay, so do you want to know my raw egg eating experience?
Tell me, please.
I have created
s-
something I lovingly dubbed the French toast shot. I was hosting a Christmas party, and my friend Alex brought over a game called Tanked, where it's just like a jar full of like fucking like dares, basically, and you pull it out and you do whatever the thing said.
Yeah.
And my thing was to drink 2 raw eggs. And I was like, this sounds fucking awful. What can I do that would make this better? And I was like, oh, I know. I'll add Fireball to it.
Do you know, I was gonna say,
No.
I was gonna say cinnamon and Bailey's was what I was thinking, but Fireball is almost that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's got the
So
cinnamon.
I had 2 eggs and some Fireball, and I called it the French toast shot.
That's atrocious. That's
Yeah.
atrocious.
if I had to do that,
I'll say. I
Don't say
only
it tastes
tasted
nice.
Fireball. I only tasted Fireball. I didn't taste the eggs, so mission accomplished.
Yeah, you don't really
it became
taste
a
raw
cinnamon jello shot.
raw eggs all a texture thing. Like it really is. Like it doesn't feel
Yeah,
right
it's like-
going down.
It feels like I've
It's
not
like it
ever done
tastes
it,
nice,
but
though.
all I know is
No, it
all I
doesn't
know
taste
is
like
that
anything.
people sort of it's like it takes too long to go down, and it's like weird.
You can feel it going down your throat. It is
Yeah.
the thing. It's not.
It's like
nothing to
it's
do
like
with
it's
taste.
still there, and it's like still at your lips, and it's also like halfway down your throat, and it's like
Yeah,
weird
because it
Like,
goes
I've
like
heard that's,
goopy.
like,
It goes
the thing.
long. It like
Yeah.
extendo, Mr. Elastic style down your throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like it's coming out your ass while it's still in your mouth.
Just like me.
Like, it goes all the way through your intestines. Don't say just like me for real.
Just like me, for real.
Bless our souls. Bless our cotton socks.
How long have we been going? Have we been going a good amount?
I was about to say bless our cotton socks and bless your little cotton socks as well, because this is the end of the podcast.
And bless King Charles' massive
Uniball.
like and subscribe. Tap that ball.
Bye 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 bye.